Hey guys, so in this video I'll show you how to duplicate your Gmail drafts. So to do so, simply navigate to this GitHub repository. So it's called jnbli/Gmail draft duplicator. You can find the link here on the URL bar. So github.com/jnbli/gmail-draft-duplicator. So inside of this repository, you'll see two files, one called code.js and another one called appscript.js. You want to copy these two files. Then what you want to do is you want to navigate to your Google Drive and create a new AppScript project right here. You click on that. And once you click on the Google AppScript project, it'll open up a untitled project, and you basically want to fill out that untitled project until it looks something like this. So you want to change the title to make sure it says Gmail Draft Duplicator, and you also want to make sure that you have code.js as well as appscript.js copied into your Google AppScript project. Now for you, sometimes it doesn't show the Google AppScript.json. So to do that, make sure you have under View, Show Manifest File checked. Because in your case, it probably will open up like this, and you'll see a code.js that Google already created for you. And it'll be like blank or something, and you just copy over the code.js. And you'll say, oh shoot, how can I find, where's the appscript.json? Make sure you click on Show Manifest File, and then it'll show the file, and then you can copy over the code inside of this appscript.json. Just basically copy all of this code, and you want to paste it into this appscript.json. Anyway, once that's out of the way and you have both of those files in your Google AppScript project, what you want to do now is you want to click on the Publish button and go to Deploy from Manifest. And inside of Deploy from Manifest, you want to click on the Create button. And after you click on Create, it'll ask you for deployment name and manifest version and all these other things. If you don't understand that, don't worry about it and leave it blank. And then you click the Save button. Once you click the Save button, it should look something like this. And you want to look for where it says Latest Version Head. Click on Get ID. And here's where the Get ID is. You want to copy the ID, do a Control-C or a Command-C if you're on Mac. And now you're almost done. Then what you want to do is you're going to head over to your inbox and go to your settings on the top right hand corner. Click on settings, navigate to settings. Or I should have been more clear. You want to click on the gear icon on the top right hand corner. Click on settings, right? And then click on settings, right? Anyway, inside of here you want to go over to add-ons on the top right hand corner here. And make sure you have the Enable Developer Add-ons for my account checked. And then over here where it says Developer Add-ons, you want to simply paste the link that you just copied from Get ID. After you paste it, you want to click the Install button. And after installing it, you should get something that looks like this over here. It should say Install Developer Add-ons, and then it should say Gmail Draft Duplicator. And how do you know that you've actually installed the Gmail add-on? Well, you know that you've installed the Gmail add-on when you see this Gmail Draft Duplicator icon on the right-hand side of the screen. Okay, so that's pretty great. So at this point, you may be asking yourself, okay, so how does this Gmail add-on work? Well, I'm gonna give a demo. So inside of drafts right now, you're gonna see that it is blank. So because it is blank, you can't duplicate any drafts. But let's just click on the Gmail Draft Duplicator anyway. So the way Gmail Draft Duplicator works is that it requires you to open up an email first. So I'm gonna click on a random email. So here's some random email, and now it allows you the option of selecting a Gmail draft, and then you can enter in the number of copies that you want to duplicate, and then you hit the duplicate button. That's how it works. So over here, you'll notice that it is there's no Gmail draft to select from right now, and that's because I have no Gmail drafts in my Gmail. So I'm gonna add some drafts. All right. So going back into Gmail drafts, I'm gonna compose a new draft. So let's call this new message, right? Some text, and let's just create a few Gmail draft. Amazon, okay. Oops, I'm gonna close that, and let's create yet another one called UC Davis internship. Good. So now we have 3 Gmail drafts, and we can put our Gmail add-on in action. We can duplicate these drafts. So click on Gmail draft duplicator, and then you want to click on a random email. And now you can select Gmail drafts. But you'll notice that there still is no option to select a Gmail draft. And that's because Gmail has not reloaded itself yet. So you had to help it out by simply going up to the top and reloading the page. So after you reload the page, what you can do is go to the right-hand side, click on Gmail draft duplicator, and now you should be able to select from your different Gmail drafts, right? UC Davis internship, Amazon, and new message. So for this example, let's just click on new message, and we want to decide. So how many copies do you want to create? So let's say you want to create 4 copies. Okay, so let's create 4 copies. So enter in 4 copies, right? And then click duplicate. And it says success. 4 copies of the draft new message were created for you. And that's great, so you can go back. So you may be wondering, hey Jonathan, you said you created 4 drafts, right? But how come over here on the left-hand side under drafts, it still says the number 3? Well, that's because Google has not reloaded itself. So if I reloaded the page, you would actually see that there are more drafts than that, right? So I'm going to click into drafts, and you're going to notice that new message has indeed been cloned a few times. It's been duplicated, right? This guy over here is the original Gmail draft, and these 4 right here are the duplicates. Okay, so that's great. What else do I need to know? Well, I want to point out right here that if you go over to inbox, make sure you reload the page, and then you click on the, what's it called? You click on Gmail draft duplicator, and then you remember to select an email first. Right now, you'll notice that all your drafts are populated here. So the way I set it up is that the drop-down menu is going to show all of your available drafts, even if they have the same name, and you might get confused, like if you have 17 drafts all with the same name, that's just it. It's going to show 17 drafts with the same name. It's not going to condense all the new message emails into like all the new message drafts or it's not going to condense all the drafts that have the same subject into a single label. It'll literally show you all the Gmail drafts you have. So, okay. So what else did I want to note to you? I want to tell you enter the number of copies, you have to explicitly put whole numbers. So if you were to put something like 0, that would fail because 0 is not a whole number. So nothing happened. You put in a negative number, that would fail as well. You put in, I want 4 copies, it'll fail as well. You say, let's put in walnuts or something, it would fail as well. You put in a decimal value, like 3.14159, right? Duplicate, it would fail as well. You have to make sure that you put in a whole number. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get the point, right? All the way up to infinity. Except I think if you did infinity, it'll probably crash your thing. And also there's no symbol for infinity. Yeah. But make sure it's a whole number, okay? Otherwise, it's just going to show nothing. If it works, it'll say success. Okay. So at this point, what else do I want to talk? Oh yeah, it works for your smartphone as well. This add-on. So I'm gonna give a demo on that, how that works. Okay, so let me minimize this and search for it. So right now what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to mirror my phone to the screen so that you can see it. So this may take a while. All right. So I'm gonna mirror it. Yeah, so it's taking a while. Right now it's still scanning. So if you're the impatient type, then you can skip ahead. But at this point, you probably just have to wait like, I don't know, like, you probably just have to wait a bit. Okay, yeah, so now I've mirrored my screen, which is great, with this app called A-Power Mirror. So you notice that when I just swipe, it controls the screen. Cool, right? Yeah, so I want to show you the screen just from my hand, but you see that there's going to be a reflection and it's not going to look so nice. That's why I'm mirroring it to the screen, okay? So how do we create duplicate Gmail drafts on your phone? Well, actually right now my fan is turning up, so that's kind of up. Yeah, my fan is kicking up, so that's why you hear the fan in the background, okay? So I'm gonna open up Mac fan control. And over here in custom, I'm gonna lower this a bit, all right? Actually, it's kind of dangerous to lower it. Yeah, because if I lower it, it's gonna overheat my computer. All right, whatever. You'll have to deal with having the fan in the background. Sorry about that. Okay. So anyway, what you want to do is this can be quick. You want to click on your Gmail app. Inside of a Gmail app, you'll notice that you have all these drafts, right? So I'm gonna go back to my inbox. So right now we have a bunch of drafts right here. Just to make the process more clear, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some of these drafts here so that it looks a bit nicer. So let's go into our drafts. So drafts right here where it says 16, I'm going to reload it. And now you only notice our original 3 drafts, okay? So let's say this UC Davis internship, this is the one that we want to make duplicates of, right? So remember that, okay? So I'm going to go over to my inbox, click on a random email, and then I'm going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom where it says available add-ons. So you want to click on that. So it's this little icon over here. You want to tap on it. And it says this add-on is the Gmail Draft Duplicator. So within the drop-down now, you can select which one you want, right? So this is Amazon. We want to select Gmail. We want to select UC Davis internship. And if you want the thing to be full screen, simply tap on the blue bar. So I'm going to tap on the blue bar, full screen. Tap on the blue bar again, it's like half of the screen. So let's do full screen just for fun. And for number of copies, let's create like 5 copies and then click duplicate. So now it says success, 5 copies of the draft UC Davis internship were created for you. You can go back by clicking the go back button. And now it's back to the page. So of course, if you don't like it, you can just simply exit out of it. And let's go back. So this is our inbox, and now we can go over to our drafts. And indeed, you'll notice that we have created 5 copies of the UC Davis internship email. And if you want to delete them, naturally, of course, you can highlight them and delete them and stuff, right? But yeah, essentially that is how the Gmail Draft Duplicator add-on works. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you actually use this and it's helpful. But that's all for the video. I'll see you next time.